This is your First Alert Weather Breakdown, a deep dive into how weather works with meteorologist Evan Thomason.
Hey, welcome on. First Alert Weather Breakdown time. I'm meteorologist Evan Thomason here in the podcast center here. Welcome on. Yes, it's Monday, brand new work week, and oh my, we got some things to talk about weather-wise here this week. Let me start out by saying what is going on Mother Nature with our Arclitex weather here. It is, oh my gosh, it is something else. Temperatures way warmer than their typical averages. Rain is around, and we got plenty of it all the way through Wednesday, but mainly just the temperatures just soaring way off the charts here, as we have a lot to talk between that and also, again, we got rain here for pretty much the next 3 days in the Arclitex. So hold on tight and keep that rain gear handy, including the umbrella. Before we get into what we're dealing with here in the podcast, let's get into coming to the basics of what's going on with the skies here around the Arclitex here for you. So this is our radar picture where we're looking at these, for now, light rain showers kind of sprinkle on just the outskirts of the region here. Some of that's up in McCurtain County by wrong zoom. There we go. Up by McCurtain County, just on the north side of Idabel, up by DeQueen as well, and might find that in areas further up in Arkansas as well. Texarkana staying pretty dry here for the moment. Elsewhere, we continue to deal with these showers just off to the west side of our region here in Texas, though. Just along I-20 and just to the west side of Mount Pleasant. So still a lot of rain showers still to get through here for the next couple of hours. I'd say for now, though, again, the main focus is these temperatures. 72 already in Shreveport, 71 in Texarkana. We're taking ourselves back to October almost with these temperatures. My goodness, I mean, already it's 10:30. Let's take a step back and actually think about what these temperatures mean in retrospect. So our usual high temperature for this time of year is right around 60 degrees, if not the upper 50s. Obviously, that's way above average already here for the day today. 72 in Shreveport, 71 in Texarkana. It's 10:30 in the morning. We still have another 6 hours or so for the temperatures to continue to warm up. The sun just got up a few hours ago. Wild. Overall, temperatures only got down into the upper 60s here this morning. We have this trend at least continuing on into tomorrow as well. We'll take a look at that in our full forecast, which is coming up pretty much right now. Let's just go over the whole list of what we're going over here for the day today. So, yeah, a rainy forecast is on top here for the Arclitex. On top of that, very warm conditions. We'll be going over that extensively here. And for our exclusive content for today, we're going to take a look at Christmas. Christmas forecast, what you can expect here heading into next week. Now, one thing to discuss about for that, I will say, is Christmas is 9 days away. It's beyond the next 7 days. I usually don't fully trust myself in setting a specific forecast for the Christmas festivities yet, so to speak, because, again, Christmas is still 8 to 9 to 10 days away. And that's in our 12-day forecast, which our 12-day forecast does do some good. It gives us some hints at what we could expect heading into next week. But as for, like, specific rain chances, where is rain going to be, where is rain not going to be, I really can't expect and lay that out for you. We can just go over hints of, will it be dry, will it be wet, will it be warm, will it be cold? We're going to go over that later, coming up on our First Alert Weather Breakdown podcast. So, now everybody's looking forward to, obviously, Christmas and seeing what the mood will be that day given by Mother Nature. We'll see. Keep you first alert. But in the meantime, let's go over our local forecast here for the day today. So, yes, a weird, what am I trying to say? Weird things you need to bring on the way to work and school here for the day today in terms of December weird. T-shirt and shorts and an umbrella. That's what you need here for the day today in the middle of December. With temperatures, again, upper 60s, lower 70s around the Arclitex. Widespread here. So all this can be attained to the rain because the rain's coming out of the south. It's coming from the Gulf of Mexico, which is not only bringing us wet weather, but also warm weather, too. So, yeah, that's your attire here for the day today. All right, so with the rain, let's go over that first because I know that's on everybody's mind always, first and foremost. So, we're dealing with heavy rain showers, most likely, especially the next couple of afternoons. Now, I will say some of you will not get in on this rain coverage here, at least for today. I'm only expecting a couple of isolated pockets of rain here for your Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, it's going to be widespread. So eventually, everybody's going to get their own dose of wet weather here over the next 3 days. It's just the timing of it. We'll go over that in the future track, but the timing of when exactly each place will get their own wet weather varies a lot. Thankfully, tornado threat, very low. Same as the winds as well, which is good. For right now, which is good to hear. All right, anyways, future track. So, in for the rest of today, you'll kind of see the main rain coverage stay in place, almost on the outskirts of the Arklatex again, with a chance at some heavy rain showers in areas of the Queen, areas of southeastern Oklahoma too, northeastern Texas, and maybe in areas around Texarkana. The point is, the northern half of the Arklatex is getting the rain today. Not the southern half at all. In fact, it might not even reach Shreveport this afternoon either. But if you notice, once we head into the late night hours of Monday, that's when the line starts to move just a little bit farther off to the south. And some of that rain coverage could get into the I-20 corridor for tomorrow early morning. Then we got some stray showers kind of left over for Tuesday, but that kind of leads us into the main show. The main show that starts Wednesday morning in the northern half of the Arklatex will carry through the rest of the morning hours through the bulk of the Arklatex, and then by Wednesday on the afternoon commute home, things should be completely clear by then. So it looks like we'll have the system again coming through most of the, looks like mid-morning hours and for your Wednesday up until around lunchtime. For then, again, that's going to be scattered in widespread showers everywhere on the day for your Wednesday. Along with that, it is a cold front coming on through, so that'll cool us on down. So, again, the reason why we have rain for the next 3 days is because this low pressure, cold front, it's already on our doorstep. And by tomorrow, around this time, it's almost in the same place. It maybe meanders a little bit off to our south, but it stalls out. That's the point. When we usually have a good cold front, and when we have a setup of good cold front just pulling on through, it'll last, again, a day, if that. Quickly go on by, and we're back to dry conditions. Not with this system. The system is baby crawling around the region, and, oh, man, it's just going very slowly around here until finally we get a good push out from that cold front heading into, again, Wednesday afternoon. It's going to finally dry things up, but it dries things up with some colder temperatures in place. We're talking temperatures getting back to their seasonal averages, which we'll talk about coming up in that 7-day forecast. But as for today, 72 in Texarkana with that warm air mass in place, 72 in Stamp. So, yeah, highs aren't really increasing by that much more than the temperatures you see outside right now. That's also because of the cloud cover around. 75 in Carthage, 77 in Nacogdoches. Again, still impressive regardless that we're seeing temperatures this warm in the Arklatex for this late into December. 77 for Natchitoches, 75 in Shreveport, 73 in Homer. And here's a look at that full 7-day forecast. 75 here for the next 2 days. Then the cool down happens Wednesday. 62 degrees, highs down to the mid-50s by by Thursday. And that'll bring the sunlight back on out for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lows getting back down into the 30s, which will be nice and chilly, but back to, again, there are seasonal standards here. That starts on Thursday morning as well. Again, that's all after our rain is wiped away. 40% rain chances here for today and tomorrow, again, with isolated storms around, but definitely not widespread, again, for today and tomorrow. Then it's going to be widespread on Wednesday before finally clearing out the wet weather fully. And I'll say one last note on this forecast. The last 2 weekends we've been dealing with rain for the last 2 weekends, needing to be staying weather aware, and where it's kind of been, I guess, a nuisance in a way. This coming weekend looks a whole lot better, just in time, right before Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, gave you a little hint of what I'll be showing you a little later, but, yeah, we're going to be going over some long-term forecasts, and we'll show you the 12-day forecast of what we could see for Christmas. That's coming up on our exclusive content on the First Alert Weather Breakdown. That'll happen after a 2-minute break. I'll be back after this. Oh, welcome back. First Alert Weather Breakdown. Hi. Sorry about that. Hopefully you weren't waiting for too long. I was checking out something real quick on my graphics, but I'm back. Hello. Welcome back. Yes, so I know everybody's getting hyped up for Christmas. What will the forecast be? Because it's starting to come a lot more into view. Granted, again, it's still 9 days away. It's still not in the realm of the 7-day forecast. So, got to take everything with an asterisk here. We can get some hints as to what it will most likely be. Will it be, again, wet or dry? Will it be warm or cold? But besides that, specifics with like rain, temperature specifics with like numbers and things like that, you can't really get that specific until, say, this coming Wednesday and Thursday. Specifically, probably more towards, again, the end of this work week. Because then we can probably supply a little more specifics to give you numbers and rain chances then, so to speak, all right? All right, so let's get into it. All right, so this is the hint for our precipitation outlook heading into next work week. If you see some of those browns, it means drier than normal. We're expecting more like sunshine in those certain areas. If it's gray, that means precipitation's kind of around average, so you might get a day of rain or so. If it's green, well, that means you're looking at a pretty rainy outlook overall. So what this outlook is showing us is that we have a little slim green shade there, hinting and creeping just into a very tiny corner of the Arclitex there. But overall, looks like we'll have precipitation around normal, which indicates to me, especially because we have that little tiny corner that you see there. If I can point direction-wise, right over there. Since we have that tiny little green shade, we'll have maybe a good rainy day or two or so right around Christmas, potentially heading into next week. Christmas Eve, maybe the day after Christmas. When it happens, who knows? What we do know is temperature outlook, much, much warmer than average. We do have a cool down again coming here later this week, but I think temperatures will warm back up, unfortunately, next week, which talks about our highs returning back into those, say, upper 60s. Hopefully not reaching 70 degrees again, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be wild. Temperatures are going to be way up there, honestly, in terms of Christmas standards. So a very warm Christmas. I think I'm a little more confident on that, especially since we just talked about the rain standards. All right, so, man, I feel like we're almost getting a repeat of what the conditions were like, or how do I phrase this? I feel like we're getting a repeat for Christmas, what we're essentially seeing right now, which is like a warm, moist air mass kind of just stuck in place. So here's a look at that full 12-day forecast, the last thing I want to go over. Again, 75 here today and tomorrow, with rain chances in there until we cool down here with the sunshine with highs in the mid-50s here for the weekend. But you look at the 12-day forecast, that Christmas Day comes into view. There might be a chance that we get some sunshine peeking through, but I'm not sure how much I believe this, again, because these days surrounding Christmas Day, especially on Christmas Eve and the days after Christmas, we're looking to bring rain back after that extended dry period, again, which goes from Thursday at least through the beginning of next week. And if you look at those highs again, those return up into the 60s. I think I even saw earlier today there might be even a chance of one of those days returning into the 70s. Heading into next work week. We'll give you first alert and weather aware, but that's our kind of our preview of where Christmas Day lies as of right now. I will say my best confidence in Christmas is that it's going to be very warm. Not expecting a cold day at all. Just the rain-wise, question mark. Question mark. It's certainly not 0 for rain chances. Again, we saw lots of sunshine in our 12-day forecast before we left off and heading into the weekend for, say, the days around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week. So the 12-day forecast does tend to be a good bit accurate, especially when it comes to the rain. But we'll see if rain actually falls on the day of Christmas. We'll see. It's looking a little wishy-washy as of right now and uncertain at this point. Again, stay with us. First alert weather aware. First alert weather breakdown. We'll definitely have your Christmas forecast getting closer on into the day. All right. So coming up, we'll have a recap of this episode. We'll also look forward to what you can expect here for tomorrow's episode. All that and more coming up in just a 2-minute break. See you then. All right, welcome back. First alert weather breakdown. I'm meteorologist Evan Thompson. Thanks for watching again with this episode. Best of luck to those of you trying to enjoy Christmas. Maybe if you're traveling for Christmas, say, Christmas weekend, this is your last work week. The weekend itself before Christmas looks great. Looks great, looks cool, looks fantastic. Looks like, again, rain starts to creep back into those weather models unfortunately, right around Christmas Eve here locally in the Arklatex. In fact, later this week, we're gonna try to go over like a little regional forecast of what we can expect for Christmas. We're gonna go over that a little later this week, getting a little closer to the day of Christmas. But as for now, here locally, it's a question mark on the rain. I need to stay weather aware with us. Sadly, again, the for sure thing that we're expecting here for this work week, or expecting for Christmas, is warm. Kind of like what it is pretty much right now. So yeah, hang in there. Hang in there. It's the best I got for you. For those of you kind of sick of the warm temperatures and wanting to get back into Christmas standards. I'm also talking for myself as well. So that's a note on that, so to speak. All right, you want to send us any topics you want us to talk about? Maybe we can talk about, I mean, I can talk about Christmas all day long. Previewing Christmas and try to go over some more things, some more forecasts. Again, I love to get more into depth about it, especially, excuse me, the closer we get to the day as well. I'll also be here next week, too. So, yeah, not going anywhere. I'll be here with you, giving you the first alert forecast to your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all your Christmas festivities, including that forecast, and also New Year's right around the corner as well. But anyways, if you have any topics you want us to discuss, send us an email, weatherbreakdown@ksla.com. You can also message us on Facebook. I'm meteorologist Evan Thomason. That is my Facebook page. Overall, we have all of these podcasts, weather podcasts, happening at 10:30 live on KSLA.com, pretty much wherever you're watching them now. I will say as well, if you can't make an episode, or if you know somebody who's just like 10:30 weekdays, Evan, I don't got time for that. I'm working prime time during that, and I can't step away to look at the kind of in-depth weather forecast that we have on our other podcast. Guess what? Again, there's a tab on KSLA News 12. It's on our app. You can look at you can click on First Alert Weather Breakdown. It's a tab on our KSLA News 12 app. And from that tab, it should show you all of the episodes. Every single one that we've done since July. Pretty impressive, right? Yeah, it should show you all of those episodes. You can just click on one, and you'll be able to watch the episode from there if you missed one. Just so you know, if you missed Thursday and Friday's episodes, that was probably one of my favorite Met Chats to record. It was really informative, recapping the tropic season that we had from this past year. You should go back and rewatch that from this past Thursday and Friday. That was really good, and that was really great for me. Moving along, though, tomorrow, 10:30, that's when we'll be back on here for First Alert Weather Breakdown. We're going to have meteorologist CJ Cartledge back on the podcast because, yeah, he'll be back, and it'll be great. He'll be going over his most recent TikTok as well. I know he's been out for a few days, but he'll be back, and he'll show us what he's got for his latest TikTok content for First Alert Weather at KSLA News 12. All right, I think that's everything I have to go over for you guys. I don't see any questions, any comments on YouTube. Again, one other thing I forgot to mention, YouTube is the way you can communicate with me, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just saying, you can communicate during the podcast, and I can respond with answering some questions and whatever you need answered. And, yeah, if you just want to comment and say hi, hello there to you watching. Anyways. Yes, CJ will be on here for tomorrow's episode. Back in here again at 10:30. As for the rest of the Monday, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I'm looking forward to Christmas being here soon around the corner. And, again, best of luck to the Christmas forecast. Right now it's looking iffy, but we'll see. All right, tomorrow at 10:30, CJ will be on there. I'll be on there as well. As for the rest of the day, you have a great Monday. Just watch out, stay weather aware with the rain around, especially for those of you in the northern half of the Arklatex. Where it's certainly a lot more likely here for today that rain's going to happen around there. All right. Again, tomorrow, 10:30. You be there. Be square. And most importantly, especially with the rain around, be weather aware. You have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow.